What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the King Kane Way TV. It's your boy King Kane. I'm here today to pretty much do a review over a news show. This is something different than what I've done as far as reviews go. This show it's on YouTube. Malcolm X Productions. The name of the show is The Millennials of Dallas. This is their third season. They had 2 seasons. I fell in love with season 1. Season 1 was real cute to me. And I just, have enjoyed watching this particular series. And, it's in Dallas. It's based out of Dallas. And, it's other black LGBTQ men. So, you guys are doing your thing. You guys are, producing the show. And, you guys are doing what you do. So that's good. That's cool. That's dope. However, me watching this show as a viewer, my opinions are completely unbiased. I am cool with a couple of people on the cast. One of them being Aubrey. If you guys watch Chasing Dallas season 1, then you know who Aubrey is. Aubrey is a phenomenal hairstylist, sweet, genuine guy, who's also one of my really close friends. He went from Chasing Dallas to Millennials. And I just support them, and they have 2 episodes out so far, and I watched the first 2 episodes. So this one video is going to be a review over both episodes, just because there's just some shit that we got to talk about. But at the end of the day, shout out to the Millennials of Dallas. You guys go watch it. It's on YouTube. Just type in the Millennials of Dallas. This is season 3. It's a whole new cast. It's recasted. And it's some daddies on here. So I'm definitely living. And it's just a little bit of a delicacy. Some of the cast is a little bit of a delicacy. And I'm definitely looking. So we'll just hop right on into it. It's composed of 8 people. I'm assuming they're all a part of the LGBTQ community. We have Arisha, Evan, Aubrey, Josh, Kendu, Jason, Amir, Cortay, JT, and Malcolm. So that's like 10 fucking people on the cast. I don't know. I got that Kendu may not be a main cast member. I got that he may be like a friend of the show. I also kind of caught the same vibe from Malcolm. That Malcolm and Kendu would probably be the friends of the show. And then they're just going to leave the main cast up because there was no separation to know like who was, it just kind of seemed like everybody was on the cast. But just based on how the storyline is forming out to me, it definitely seems like Kendu and Malcolm are playing, a friend of the role. We're just gonna chill, but we still gonna, show what we do. So we'll see. We'll see what they're giving. I'm excited to see what Kendu is gonna give. He's a cool guy. We follow each other on Instagram. I definitely like, his style. He's different. And I enjoyed him, but I want to see a little bit more. So I'm definitely excited to see him. Just based off first seeing the cast, oh my God, Cortay, live for Cortay. Cortay, if you're watching this, totally get at me. JT, Malcolm, yes. Risha, Evan, I do know Evan. Evan is a dope ass stylist out here in Dallas. Like he's done a lot of great things. I think he's done like some like North Park Productions or styled some people for them or whatever. Like that was super super dope. I think he's talented. Super cool guy, super tall. Josh, don't know Josh, but we're gonna get into Josh momentarily. Jason, 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 I don't really know Jason, but Jason looks like he's on his shit. And then we have Amir, he gives me very much Erica Badu tease. He always wears his head wrap and, things of that nature. So we'll just get off into episode 1. At the beginning, we see Malcolm and JT. They're just pretty much chit-chatting. JT is working on a hat line called Loyalty by JT. So he's just like, oh my God, call my friend over. Look at what I got going. I'm designing my hats. This is another business venture. This is just something that I want to do, something that I'm interested in. And for me, it just seems like Malcolm is already starting off with shade. He's just pretty much like, oh, well, you got all this other stuff going on. Like, you need to focus on one thing. And, okay, this, okay, that. And my whole thing is, Malcolm, this is your friend. He's calling you for, advice and for help. And sometimes you just got to be there, listen, and feed life into your friends, like, period. It doesn't matter if you may think the idea is loopy. Anything in business might be loopy, but it makes sense to that individual. So you just kind of have to let JT like find his path, and if he comes to you for help, just help him. What he needs Malcolm's help with is like a video promo, because we all know that Malcolm is great at photography and like videography and filming and things like that. He's really good at that. So JT was reaching out to him for help with that. Like I said, Malcolm wants him to focus on one thing, which is his consulting business. And basically, I believe JT goes around and like tries to help people like maybe desexify their brand, if that's a word. JT, if I ever hired you to do that for me, we would have a lot of work to do. Because at the end of the day, I feel like sex sells, and even I feel like you kind of said that when you were talking to Malcolm about how, somebody will like be selling detergent, but because he naked and got his ass out, people gonna buy into that because sex sells. And I think at the end of the day, that is the truth. That's what the people are wanting. That's what the people are buying. So you kind of have to move in that trend. That's just how I feel on the outside looking in. Yeah, I just feel like Malcolm should just let the boy do him. And it's really kind of not Malcolm's place to just tell him like, oh, well, you need to focus on this because you're just trying to do this, but you never know, that might build enough more money for him to go into that. So bottom line, you just have to like let people do what they think is best for them business wise at the end of the day. Next, JT tells Malcolm that he's going to have like a entrepreneur mixer at TopGolf, and he's inviting, all of the whole cast that I just named, and he's excited about it. He wants everybody to bring their business cards, and they're just going to kiki and pass out a card here, pass out a card there, and just try to network and grow, and get the bag at the end of the day. So I thought that was a really cute idea, especially having it at TopGolf. Malcolm says that he won't be coming because he's booked and busy. He has other things going on. And JT is like, well, what is X, Y, and Z that you have going on? Because, I don't know. You ain't told me. We're supposed to be friends. I'm pouring out what I got going. Give me some of that back. But at the end of the day, Malcolm said he's not coming. Moving on, we see Amir. He's from Wisconsin. And he has a non-profitable organization, Need to Feed. The Need to Feed. He's feeding the homeless and such, and just trying to get back to the community. And he founded it. And, he's doing his damn thing with that. The headscarf for me, can we see you without it some? Or can we, like, get a different one or just something like that? But I do think that it's great how the guy is giving back to the homeless at the end of the day. That speaks volumes, especially if you're doing it just, not getting no coin from it. I think that is dope. JT and Amir, they meet up. JT wants to invite him to TopGolf. And then they get into this whole conversation of Amir, wanting to market and brand JT. It just seems like JT is just not here for it. He was just, throwing out some jabs or some, I haven't seen you do anything, or this, that, or the third, being very shady to Amir. And, definitely Amir caught the shade. But in this particular moment, I needed more from Amir. This guy's pretty much saying he ain't seen you work, he ain't seen you do this. I mean, yeah, you said that in your confessional. Maybe it was edited out. Maybe you did say it to him. But it just kind of seemed like Amir just kind of like backed down a little bit. And I wasn't here for that. Like, I need you to stand 10 toes down. And, bitch, at the end of the day, what I market is what I market. And if you ain't here for it, bitch, I ain't got to market you. And then, now you can leave my home. That would have been sickening for me to see. Because, you definitely have toed. So I didn't understand why you were backing down in that moment. Maybe you didn't want to do too much. Maybe this is like your first show, first encounter with somebody just being blatantly shady. But I caught the shade. I hope you did. I don't know. I was just gagging at the entire scene because JT is just sitting here like, I need people who gonna market me to know what the fuck they doing and know what they got going, and rightfully so. But I don't know if you guys are friends. It seems like you guys may have known each other from back in the day, or I don't know, maybe y'all went to college together, something like that. Because JT said that he's a college student, so that's what that is. Moving on, we get to the TopGolf event. This is the final scene of the night. And honey, the girls are there. The girls are all playing golf. They're like hitting the putt-putt over the goddamn stadium, whatever it is, the field, wherever the balls go. And then they just, they go around and just pretty much discuss. JT's like opens the floor up to them, like, hey guys, I invited you all here to like mix and mingle, kiki, entrepreneur networking, let JT tell it. Everybody's there. So Evan, he's there. Hey Evan, it was great to see Evan on reality TV. I want to see what Evan is gonna give. In the trailer, it looked like he was like having a situation with Aubrey. I don't really know what that's about, but it definitely looked entertaining. So I can't wait to get into that. But come through, Evan. Come through. Next we see Jason. Like I said, he owns stripped underwear. Stripped underwear. It's an underwear line. So that's what's up. Next we see Risha, the barber, and I'm just like, come through, female. Real fish. So, like, that's cute. Like, I'm here for that. Like, you in the mix. You vibing with the fellas. It seems like you're holding your own. That's what's up. That's what's up. She's a barber. She's done some celebrities before. I think I saw Mr. Brown, David Mann. So, okay, Risha, get your check. Get your coin. Barber it up. Period. And then I'm going to talk about why I really like her. Once I get done with episode 1, I go to episode 2 and we get to know her a little more. I folks with Risha, the barber. So I'll get into that in just a second. Next we see Josh. He's giving very, very much zaddy tease. And it's so funny because I remember that commercial he was in. He's like a performer, director. I don't know. He's very studious. He's very... he's just one of those guys who's very, and it's like, let's get you drunk, let's break that down, let's see what you can give and bring, because, okay, be studious, do that, that's cool, but, we want to see a little turn up at the end of the day. Next we see Aubrey. Come through, Aubrey. They did. Aubrey did get a chance to discuss what he did. Come through, Aubrey. You and Evan, y'all better bring it this season. I'm not playing around with you guys. And then we see Cortez. I definitely like the way Cortez looks. He's like a chocolate almond drop to me, and he's super tall. And to me, he's sexy. And Cortez, fuck with me. Period, poo. Um, and he's pretty much, into the theater. He's very much a writer, director. He might be a performer. And I think Josh was the one who did like Screen, and I think Cortez might be doing Screen. So it seems like they're both in the same type of field. Based on the trailer, it seems like there's going to be some tea with Cortez and Josh. Maybe it's a battle of the screenwriters. I don't know, but I'm here for it because both of y'all look absolutely amazing to me, and I like a little zaddy on zaddy feud. Next, we see some tea with JT in the mirror. It just seems like JT is being overly shady. He's like, oh, postcards. And he's like, don't call myself postcards. These are business cards. They're just bigger. And then Amir is basically like, baby, I had my business cards before you had a business. Now, that was a read. Now, see, Amir, this is the type of energy you need to take into the scenes with you. For me, you're just doing it in the confessionals, and it's just not good enough for me. As a viewer. I'm unbiased. I'm just watching the show. I feel like you need to have that energy. And I feel like you could have told him that at TopGolf, and then that would have killed that scene. Like, Amir, I'm not going to be giving you your shade pointers this season, okay? I want you to push through and bring it because, I definitely see that you're not a wuss. You're from Wisconsin and you can feed the homeless, but you can check the situation, period. So that's the end of episode 1. Now I'm going to get into the Millennials of Dallas season 3, episode 2. Next we see Risha. She's cutting the boys. She wants to do like creative, like makeup, like prosthetic makeup and stuff. So she like tried to apply for unions and agencies and things like that, and similar things to what I'm trying to do, but as far as being a wardrobe stylist. And I do understand that they be wanting certain credentials and things like that, and this certain union wants her to go get her cosmetology license. So she's like, okay, that's what y'all want. I'm going to sign up, get my cosmetology license. I fuck with that go-getter attitude. I fuck with that mentality to want more. And then the way you were just talking to your homeboys at the barbershop and just being yourself and just, letting them know about the hating ass niggas and bitches who out here basically copying and hating and jocking. They're saying that you're doing credit card scams. And I feel like push through the motherfucking hate. But if you are scamming now, DM me. Nah, I'm bullshitting. She just pretty much owned the fact that she ain't no motherfucking scammer. Her ass will be in jail. She's too afraid for jail. And I think she's a part of the LGBTQ community. I could be wrong. However, she definitely kind of gives that vibe off. So at the end of the day, she's just pretty much trying to do what's best for her and keep it going. And she had to let it be known that she's not scamming the girls. She's pretty much booked and busy, fading the boy. I didn't understand why he had his do-rag on and she was just like fading the beard, like let us see the whole fade maybe. Don't really know what that was about. So that was a little weird just watching it. She was just pretty much speaking that real, though, that entire scene. And basically about how bitches need to run their own race. Quit trying to compete with the next bitch. Do your own goddamn thing. Period, poo. And that's why I fucks with you, Risha. Risha, yeah, I fucks with you, period. Moving on. We see Kendu. He's giving energy in the confessional. I was so happy because, it was a little sleep driven, but he woke me up. He got his little one earring dangling. He has this little I don't know what type of hat that is. Is it something Arabish? I don't know. But he had his little hat on. He was giving me very much the daddy on Crooklyn. And then, he had his look going, and he just had energy, and so boom. And I was like, oh, okay. Thank you, Kendu. So basically, he's just pretty much filming a video for his clothing line. Malcolm is the one who's filming it. He wants it to be a very fun, animated, tight 90s vibe. And he gives us a little breakdown. 1, 2. So Kendu, if this is what you're bringing, I can appreciate this fun-loving energy. But just make sure when it's time to give me shade, you give me shade. And you give me realness. But I enjoyed watching you have a good time and fuck with your brand. At the end of the day, You gotta love your own brand, and you gotta have fun with your own brand, and that's what you people can take from Can Do. I think that he definitely has fun. You know, doesn't take himself too serious. That's where he gives me free, fun, loving spirit, which is why I also feel like he's the friend of the show that can just come in and give that type of energy, and then go back out and come back in when needed. I would totally be here for that. But yeah, I'm just really, 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 really here for him. Next, we see Joshua. When I say Joshua, when I speak of Joshua, he's from Oak Cliff, Texas. When I speak of him, he's very proper. He's well groomed. He's pretty much a zaddy. And he's pretty much having a table read, and he has his team there. Like I told you earlier, he is a writer, director, performer, etc., etc. So he's a man of many hats, and he's doing his goddamn thing. He pretty much wants to inspire with his shows that he's written, and he's did a show at the Bathhouse in Mesquite. He did a show at the Jubilee Theater in Fort Worth, which is a popular black theater, and I like that they're showcasing the theatrical side of the LGBT community, because my first degree is in theater. I have a background in musical theater, and I just think that that's dope that they're showcasing black gay men not only performing, but also being the creative minds behind the entire situation. So that's what I love about his entire situation. However, I just don't want him to come off too uppity, because it becomes boring and it becomes too, okay, where's the real you? So I do feel like you're being you, Josh. I really do. But I feel like you can let your hair down. Even though you bald, you can let your hair down and just vibe out, I don't want you to get stuck in that my business, my business, my business, and just watching, that's just kind of what it's giving. But I do still live for you. Anyway, like I said, he wants to bring awareness to domestic violence, and it was inspired because he has sisters who's gone through trials and tribulations with niggas before, and he's just like, no, 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 this shit cannot go on. So kudos to you. Seems like you're the glue for your sisters. I'm the glue for my sisters. I understand their role and the need to want to do something for change. So that's what's up. I don't know. At the table read, I was definitely here for the big girl, the actress. Just her energy, her character. It seems like she's going to be the comedy of the play or the movie or the show or whatever it is you're doing. So I think that that's cute. The girl had her baby there. I said, come through, working actress, period. Have your child. This is a table read. At the end of the day, come here, get in character. And, at the end of the day, Joshua was proud of y'all. What did I write? At the Oh yes, the girl, the big girl. She just made me wanted to go see the movie or the show, whatever it's gonna be. But I do want to say something. The yellow bone with the mustard hat. Sheesh, who the fuck is that? Normally they put like the little names at the bottom of who the people are. They didn't do that. They might want to go back and add that. This goddamn fly. I had my patio door open because I was frying some chicken. Next, we see Amir and JT. They sit down to have a ponderosa because Amir's pretty much just not feeling JT. She's not feeling the way JT tried her. Like, you're being rude and you're being nasty. So let's just have a conversation to see if this is who you really are. Because if that's the tea, I don't want to fuck with you. Amir opens up to JT just about his past struggles and about him being homeless and why he is the way that he is. It doesn't seem like JT was receiving it well. I don't really know why JT couldn't be sympathetic in that moment. This guy's pretty much pouring his heart out to you, trying to build a friendship with you. And that's cool if you don't want to be friends. But I feel like you should say that. And then on top of that, you should, at the end of the day, console another brother when he's like coming to you, like breaking down. Like, well, not breaking down, but bro, like, I'm showing you me, bro. Like, this is who I am. You know, like, I don't like that energy. I hate when people do that. So not cool. At the end of the day, um, we're all human. We all go through shit. But kudos to Amir, aka Erica Badu, for opening up about his struggle and everything that he's been through. I thought that was super super powerful because there's power in owning who you are, what you've been through, and going forward. So I thought that was you get nothing but praise from me for that. So they're pretty much just sitting on the when they're sitting on the couch. JT's right here, Amir's right there. Amir got some thick ass legs, a nice little round ass. Like, Amir just looks like baby, and I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was delectable to watch. It was definitely some eye candy for me. I appreciated that moment. The thighs were thick, capital K, and goddamn me. Next, JT's just sitting there. To me, it just seems like he has been being backbiting. Somebody came and told Amir that JT said some things about him. JT, you should have just took it to him at the end of the day because he thinks you guys are cool. It would have been different if the bitch know that you don't fuck with her, and of course, I'm out here shading you because I don't fuck with you. It would be different if that was the case. However, this dude low-key feels like y'all fuck with each other, but it just seems like you don't really want to be cool with him. You're just being very, very standoffish. It just seems like Amir is just addressing it, putting it all out on the table. Why would you do that? I apologize for anything I did. And then, JT tried to go in on Amir's situation, what he was wearing. And Amir is basically on some we will not read for clothes. At the end of the day, I'm going to wear shades because I want to wear shades. This is my ambiance. I totally lived for that. So there you go, Amir. There you go. Bring it. Bring it. That's what I was here for. This is my ambience, bitch. So what else is tea? And then take them off. Thank you. So anyways, at the end of the day, that's how the episode ended. Amir's basically on some shit. I'm not fucking with JT, period. But at the end of the day, where's Aubrey? I need to see more of him. I need to see more of Evan. I need to see more of Cortez. And I need to see more of Malcolm. Malcolm, what do you have going on? I want to see more of that. And at the end of the day, that's my review over the Millennials of Dallas Season 3, Episode 1 and Episode 2. Y'all need to make this a weekly show. Don't nobody really have time to be waiting 2 weeks to watch y'all show. I mean, if VH1 can do it, Bravo can do it, and other, web-based reality shows can give us a weekly show. I definitely think, the production company should put out a weekly show because it just makes sense. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for, watching. Please don't feel a certain type of way. At the end of the day, I'm unbiased. I'm just watching as a viewer, giving my honest opinion. This is my show, my review. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I honestly could give a fuck. But those of you who do enjoy it and you do fuck with me, subscribe to the channel. Comment, leave your comments, leave your thoughts, leave your opinions. I mean, you got something to say it. I honestly don't care. But anywho, thank you guys so much. Just follow me on all of my social medias in the description. Peace. And please go watch the show and get into it.